Hello, everybody. How's it going out there? I've been plagued with problems and problems and problems. Oh, it's got no warning about the bitrate. Thanks. So I've had to restart this a few times. Anyhow, if you're just dropping in, say hello, tell me what's up, tell me what you want for Christmas, what you got plans for Christmas, how's the audio, how's the video. Try that blender again. Come on, Apple. Get in there. There we go. Get in the container. No, that's a miss. There we go. So there's been some errors on the YouTube end of things. My internet connection died, but looks like everything's good now. Looks decent. With the magic floating fruit, there we go. See if we can get that piece out. It's the most resilient piece of glass you've ever seen. A fun little game. You get to take things apart bit by bit. See how they work. Oh, it's going crazy. Okay, that's not coming off yet. Well, so far, made it a few minutes and everything seems to be great on the settings and the health. Perfect. So I don't know about everyone else on the planet, but what's your favorite season? For me, it has to be summer, where you can go outside and you don't have to wear a coat or 800 layers to survive. That's definitely my favorite. I guess depending where you live, maybe winter's your favorite. Could be, could be. Oh yeah, so this game, I discovered it watching a guy, his channel's Gray Still Plays, and doing all this crazy stuff, taking apart devices on it. I thought, hey, that looks like a fun game. What the heck? Can I take that off now? There we go. So you go and you disassemble everything you can. Oh, thanks for the warning. It doesn't like the bitrate. Anyhow, you disassemble everything you can, you get down to 0 parts remaining, and then you can do it again, but more destructive that time, using other means. It's pretty neat. I've done, well, I guess you might have seen in the menu, but an elevator, vehicle, all kinds of stuff. It's pretty cool. Lamp. Oh, here we go. Take that off. Now we should be able to get that screw out. And that, there we go. Come on. And sometimes these pieces can be just right silly. You think you got everything disassembled and there'll be one little piece left. They do also, if you get stuck, have a part finder you can bust out. Anyhow, it's basically wintertime here. I guess maybe not officially on the calendar. It's been pretty darn cold out here. There we go, there's a piece. Hasn't been the most hospitable weather. Let's see here. Just gotta get it to update the weather and we'll see. So see, it's about -9. Turn on location. I tell you what would be perfect for me is if I could live here in the warmer months and then go somewhere else over winter. That would just be awesome. Let's clear out some of this clutter here. Maybe go down to like Phoenix, Arizona, or I don't know, somewhere on the equator in the wintertime here. Get away from all the cold and the snow, that'd be pretty cool. Message. Got a friend messaging me, sorry, 1 second. There we go. So for those of you that haven't seen my videos, my buddy behind me there, Mannequin, I figured the flak vest would be a fitting thing to throw on him. He always takes all the flak when I'm doing tests like shooting things or stabbing things or whatever. Testing out different body armor. So, if he literally takes the flak, why not give him a flak vest? That off. That looks like that's all good to go. Got a wire still attached here. I'm gonna take that off. No, yes, no. Take that off. There we go. If there's any bonus bits on this one. That. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's the brushes for the motor. There we go. There's the wear surface, makes the contact. And the spring. Keep it against the motor. Look at us learning science here. Getting all smart. Perfecto. So yeah, whether you're here on the live stream or checking out the replay, make sure you leave a message letting me know how the audio is, how the video is. It's saying that I should increase the bit rate, yet earlier before it had a glitch it said I should lower the bit rate, so I'm not touching the bit rate. And as long as my internet connection doesn't crash again, it's been good for about half an hour now, we should be good to go. Look at all those coils and windings and everything. So scientific. Much science, very well. We'll try it from the other side. Oh, here we go. That's probably where we're at. Get that off. Nope. Back to this side. Here, pull that out. Pull that out. Nope. So you can take these windings off. Just a whole bunch of copper wire wound around and around. Iron core or some other kind of metal. Usually steel or iron. Oh, look at this. Messages galore. See here, friend's asking for a picture here. I don't know if I can get that to zoom in enough. There we go. Well, my timer's ticking away up there too. Look at those people messaging me in the middle of the night. What the heck, eh? So I figured this would be a good time to do testing middle of the night when less people will be bothered by it here locally. But then I thought when it actually comes time to do a proper live stream, it'd be pretty good to do it maybe after supper during the week, so maybe between, maybe 5 p.m., 8 p.m. weeknights. And then for people that live overseas, Europe and so on, Asia, I could do another one maybe around this time. I had a friend in Japan, they suggested 2 p.m. local time on Fridays is good for them. So, whatever that difference in time is. Oh, look. Every single piece. Awesome. Okay. Now, let's reset that. There. So now we can use a little bit of a different means here. First, let's take care of the fruit here. Let's use a shotgun for this one. Oh, that's the table. Okay. There we go. There we go. I guess a shotgun should always stick fruit into glass. And get some C4 on it here. Hey, slow motion! Oh, so there's still one part remaining. And so now because I've done it by hand or manually, I can use the part finder without messing anything up. Oh, probably the top of the lid here. That's probably it. Alright, let's grab this guy this time. Oh. Well, that didn't work as planned. Maybe I gotta flip that over. There, now the ball won't roll away. Or the bomb won't roll away. Oh, it just failed again. Okay. Here we go. I'll put some C4 on it again. That should work good. There. Perfect. Oh, cool. Got a view in a lake. Whoa! Look at that. But anyhow, it seems to be working pretty good. Let me just take a quick view on my other device here. Look at that. Oh my goodness. But anyhow, it seems to be working pretty good. Let me turn this one down. Blah, blah. This is one of the devices I do most of my recording on, the S9. So I found it's easiest just to keep whatever devices I normally use on the main channel or the main Google account or whatever you want to call it. And then this S9 is normally on that other account. Yeah. Seems good. Cool. Decent, I say. But yeah, so I've done anything with the check mark here. Side table, lamp, speaker, pocket knife, microscope, safe, water heater, house, hard disk blender, coffee machine, Hellfire missile. That was pretty cool. Screwdriver, no, none of those. Oh, the phone, like an old Nokia or whatever. Elevator, flashlight, tablet, toilet. Let's see here. I think maybe computer, fidget spinner. That one was frustrating. All the little pieces stuffed inside that you think you got it. And apparently this claw machine is the worst. It's a lot of pieces. And when Gray Still Plays was talking about it, that was supposed to be the absolute worst. We're trying to find all the little screws and everything to get apart. Or you think you've removed something and it's still stuck to another piece. And the toothbrush. That was actually the first one I did, was the toothbrush. Sorry, I got like 8 bazillion messages here. There we go. Back to her. So I haven't traveled the entire world, but I have been to Europe twice. Once with a school trip, that was pretty fun. That was way back, 1999. And in 2008, I think. Yeah, 2008. There we go. That's all that. Sorry, it's non-stop messages here. There. Yeah, so the first time I went to Europe, it was mostly Germany. We went to one French city right on the border, basically. Strasbourg. Let's go. Where's that toothbrush? Or fidget spinner. There we go. Let's give this thing a tune in. These things aren't turning anymore. And it was a couple weeks. Mostly just touring and zigzagging all over. But being as a school trip, you gotta try and find a consensus between everybody and get everybody to agree to doing the same thing. Oh, it's slow-mo. The second time I went was much better. Just going with another person. And that time we also went to England, so there was a week in London, a week in Paris, and then once again all over Germany for about a month altogether. That was pretty cool. There, I'll give that toothbrush a tuning in while we're at it. The C4 is fun. There we go. I haven't seen a whole lot of Canada yet. Maybe that'll be later on or something. I'll explore that. Doop-a-doop-doop. I have been all over Alberta and BC, flown over a bunch of Canada, each time flying to and from Europe, and stepped foot in Saskatchewan. In Lloydminster, there's right down the middle of the town or city or whatever, so you can stand with your feet on each side of the dotted line if you want, be in both provinces at the same time, being it's a border town. Let's exit out of this. And bring up some Google Earth. Adjust a setting here. Adjust that to Google Earth. Okay. There we go. I like that. There we go. Yeah, so I've been all around. Whoa, it's kind of wonky there. Give me some international borders. There. I've been all around Germany, north, south, east, west a few times. Been to Paris and Strasbourg. So, doop. Been to London. Did land in a stopover, but never got off the plane, so that's basically the only spot I've been in England. But yeah, I was just saying, whoa, it's getting all funky. Been around Alberta, BC, of course, living in Alberta. And then Lloydminster, you can stand right on the border. Let's see here. Highway 14 should be it. should. No? Maybe not. Well, let's have to use this one. Search that. Oh, there. A little further north. Off of Highway 897. Oh, the Yellowhead, of course. There we go. Highway 16. But yeah, so you can get right on the provincial border. So you can go and stand on the dotted line, which is just off to one side of the road. And then you can be in both Alberta and BC at the same time, or Alberta and Saskatchewan at the same time. Zoom out of that. Being all over the US, my mom was born in Washington, and she's got family all around. But, I've been to 10 US states: Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Montana, California, Nevada, Arizona, Colorado, Georgia. I believe that's Georgia, I hope. Or is it this one? Oh, sorry, this one's Georgia. Where else have I been? Oh, Minnesota. Mall of America is actually pretty cool. And for anybody that's either been to both, or Mall of America or West Edmonton Mall, they're made by the same people, West Ed and Mall of America, but the owners ran out of money as they were building it. And what just blew my mind, we were in Minneapolis and we were on this business trip, and we land on a Sunday, and here it's not uncommon to, just gonna move that for a second. There we go. Here it's not uncommon on a Sunday to go and grab a bottle. Well, they get to the hotel and we're asking the guy, hey, the bar's closed, where can we get a bottle? He says nowhere, other than maybe some near beer at the gas station, some, 0.05% or whatever, 0.5%. And we're like, well, what the heck? And you can't buy alcohol in Minnesota or Minneapolis or whatever it is on a Sunday. But he did say, oh, what the heck? There we go. If you go into Wyoming, or is it Wisconsin? Wisconsin. You could actually go and buy alcohol, because we weren't too far away. And something else that was cool there was, what's it called? XL Place or whatever. Got to catch a, let's see if we can search it up here. Got to catch a Minnesota Wild versus San Jose Sharks NHL game. So that was pretty cool. Thought it might be just that easy. Maybe not. There, that's the easy way to do it. Look at me, Google. Excel. No. Fail. Well. Yeah, officially in St. Paul because of the Twin Cities. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Xcel Energy Center. So, that back up. I'll try that. Because it's officially in St. Paul. Oh, that's not it. That's actually a business, I guess. Oh, there we go. This might be it. There we go. And so, in Minnesota, it's perfectly legal to scalp. You can just stand right on the street corner and sell tickets, even if you want to sell them for more, I guess. And I remember standing there, and there's a cop not too far away, and I'm like, what? This dude's selling tickets outside the arena. How is this even possible? Because here you can't just sell hockey tickets or any kind of event tickets just excuse me, just willy-nilly like that. That was cool to catch an NHL game there. Holy moly, get out of the way. Hoover Dam's pretty cool. Let's look at that. And it's just massive. Nothing you've ever seen on TV or in the movies or whatever just pales in comparison to actually seeing it in real life. You know, especially when we went down and when they do the power generation and you look up and up and up and up and you see it. It's just massive. And back when I went in was it 2000 or 2007 or 2008, but you could only go around over the dam. They didn't have the bridge to get across yet. They were working on this, but it wasn't ready yet. It wasn't even completely across at that time. So you come winding down. We're on this tour bus out of Vegas, which actually isn't too far away. Boulder City, Henderson, yeah. Las Vegas, North Las Vegas, the Air Base, Nellis Air Force Base. Let's see. Come on down, and then they have a little border checkpoint, or not really border checkpoint, but a safety checkpoint. And you know, they search over the bus. They come inside. They check the cargo hold, make sure everything's good, make sure no one's gonna try and do anything to the dam. And you come over to the other side, and there's a little parking spot, because this is also the border between Arizona. Oh, there we go. It's probably one of these spots the bus pulled in. But you got Arizona on one side, Nevada on the other. You gotta get out, tour around and everything. And then you hop on the bus, go back, checkpoint, go back again. And then I don't remember exactly where we went to get down there. We went in a building somewhere, either here or there or there or here, one of them. And you go all the way down, you get to see where they're generating the power. And unlike on the movies, like Transformers, this isn't hollow. There's nothing inside. Any water that goes around for power and so on goes through the diversions. Nothing actually flows through the dam. It's solid. Absolutely solid. Unless there is some magic cube in there. I don't know. Could be. Possibly could be. YouTube has a message for me. So, now what do they recommend? 4500. I don't know. It says the stream health is good. It is giving me these warnings though about the bit rate, but now that I finally got this going, I don't want to mess with that. Like this says it's fine, that says that's good. Oh, my internet's actually staying connected, which is good. And yeah, just checking on channel 2 again here on my S9. Seems pretty good. Just gonna take a closer look here. Yeah, looks good. Seems decent. I guess to anybody that streams out there, I'm getting all these messages because earlier it wanted me to actually reduce the bit rate from, I don't know, it's about 2600. Yeah. And they wanted me to reduce it down to 1000, and now all these messages have been saying to increase to 4500. I don't know if it makes a difference, really. I really don't. Not sure. So when I went in 2009, it was myself and a girlfriend, and then a friend and his, it'd be wife at the time, and we wanted to go check out air show at Nellis Air Force Base while they were shopping way over there. Anyhow, you go, and we took a cab, and they drop you at the Speedway, just outside the racetrack here. And so you get on a bus, like a charter, and that brings you back down the highway into Nellis Air Force Base. You go in, check out the air show, and it was such gridlock going every which way. We just wanted to walk right out somewhere down here. Take a gate out this way, maybe even right here. Yeah, it's probably right here. And they didn't allow it. They said they only wanted people going in and out through wherever the main gate is. Probably over here. So, okay, alright, well, hop on one of these charters and go out. So it drops you at the Speedway. And then there was no cabs. There was a whole bunch of people waiting for cabs. We thought, oh, it can't be that far to walk back into Vegas. And keep in mind, this is very north, right? Way out in the desert. So we're way up here. And we walked, and we walked, and we walked. So to give you an idea, that's just kind of beelining it here. Oh no, how did we do that now? We went... in... No, we didn't go that way actually. We went this way. That's the way we took. There we go. That. Oh, we don't have it on path. Clear path. There we go. And so we just kept following the road. And it's crazy, there's so many homeless people living, like everywhere there's a bridge or anything, whether for water or traffic, there's always somebody, even sometimes a few people living underneath it. Lots and lots of homeless, that's for sure. But we just walked and walked and walked, and we figured as long as we could see the, the Stratosphere, a really high tower hotel and so on, we figured that would be our beacon. Yeah, we didn't think it would be that far though, right? And we walked, and walked some more, and walked some more. Right, so you've got the Air Force Base in the little town or whatever, Nellis, North Las Vegas, and then we eventually did get into Las Vegas. But right to, probably somewhere around here. Let's see. There's the airport. Yeah, so let's say we walked about 15 miles. It wasn't the most fun, especially you're like way out. You know, way out here to begin with. It was foolish. We thought it would be better than waiting for a cab, and in the end we saved some money, but it took a long time. And it'd probably be just easy to search on here. All the resorts in that are pretty cool. The one I've stayed in a couple times is Treasure Island, which should be, that looks like Bellagio. Yeah, over this way here. You got the big old Trump Tower made of gold. Big shopping mall here. It's pretty cool. But right there, yeah, Treasure Island. That's a cool little pirate show they put on every night. And then the Mirage. They got a really cool volcano out front, but their buffet, that's pretty cool. 24 hours a day you can get whatever. Do you want sushi or do you want steak? My second trip to Vegas, I went in 2009. A buddy and I, we started dressing up in the mall here. Was it the Gap or something like that? And we started dressing up and going in the display area where they have mannequins and racks and clothes, and we tried just hey, let's be mannequins, and they threatened to get security and have us kicked out and everything. We were like, no, we'll just put your clothes back and see you later. They were being all stingy. They didn't see the humor in it. And then there was some big project going on. It was underway last time I was there, and I can't remember now. Was it City Center? Yeah, this big, huge thing. None of that was there way back. I don't know nothing about that place, but New York, that's pretty cool, especially with the roller coaster. Goes inside and outside. Excalibur is cool. Go inside the pyramid. Now that's cool. The hotel rooms that face the inside, their balcony is actually on the inside of the pyramid. It's pretty neat. But otherwise, everything else is just this kind of cookie cutter, right? You got fancy resorts, lots of hotel rooms, your gaming floors. Oh, Mandalay Bay. That's something worth checking out. I think it's Mandalay Bay, actually. Shoot. Now you... Is it that? Anyhow, if I'm remembering right, they got a bunch of like sharks and stuff you can go and see underwater. Or like under them. Going through walkways and stuff. It's pretty cool. Let's see. See if we can find Area 51. The big hype leading up to it. Area 51 Alien Center. Fireworks. Wow. All kinds of listings there. Yeah, look at how vague that is. Anyhow, that whole thing about Raid Area 51. Oh, it's so dumb. So dumb. Like, there's just nothing out here. Just a bunch of desert, and yeah, of course they might have some military bases or whatever. But I highly doubt they're hiding aliens away. Silly. Legoland is cool. Let's check it out. I was with this person that had a couple kids, and we took our kids to Disneyland and, well, basically everything from LA South, Universal Studios, California Adventure Park, Legoland. Got all kinds of fun stuff there. who doesn't like Legos, right? And then, where the heck was it? You go somewhere right towards the border. And, oh, it's been so long I can't remember now. But there's this huge outdoor park, you know, water slides and all that, right close to the border. Just outside of San Diego. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. So far all that YouTube's saying here is they want me to increase the bitrate. Okay, well, maybe. We'll see. I'll have to look into that and see. Average watch time, decent. This all looks good. All these settings and everything. Seems alright. There's actually, let's just look it up here. Should be a decent listing. All stones. Now sometimes the ridge isn't accurate. Sometimes it's in the wrong location there. Well, that's actually accurate. I do believe. Let's see. It's a cool mountain to go up. Because there should be a little parking area down here. You pull off the highway, you park down there, and then you hike up. And you don't need anything really crazy for gear, it's just a long hike up. You got this little lake area, you get near the top, grab the ruler. I'm gonna, I don't know, let's say it's a quarter mile long. That's how long it'd take you to walk around it. So a few times I've climbed up all the stones, gone with a group, and not everybody wants to go all the way to the very top. You can see you're going out of the tree line. The air gets very thin as you get up here, right? And so some of the group will stay back and hang out by the water here. Some people fish in it. I don't know if there actually is anything worth catching in it, but 3/4 of a mile to walk around it. You know, have a little picnic or whatever. But this last little bit to get up here, no matter which way you go, there's so much loose shale and stuff. You're like crawling on your hands and your knees at points because you're just sliding and you're trying to get up. But you can see you get up so high. You're above the tree line. You know, you're not as high as, let's say, up here or whatever. But still, you get an amazing view from up here. Let's actually see how close that nearest peak is there. Do a straight line. So it's over a mile away. So I'd say, you know, that's following the contour, but I'd say it's about a mile straight line. And it's actually not too far from my place. If you go, or from Red Deer here. So a straight line, if you were to fly in a helicopter or something, but it takes you about 2.5 hours to drive there. There's actually some pretty cool sights. Like you can see this area here. It's all very flat and you know all these little squares. That's from way back when they surveyed the land and were selling it in sections. So a section is 4 squares. So Find somewhere that the roads actually half line up with that. Sometimes the highway cuts through, but and also depending on how wealthy someone was, it would depend on what they could afford when they came out to settle it this way. So like when my family came to settle, they had land right where Red Deer's growing over now. But so you can see like four different ones. So 4 of those makes a section. Each of those makes a quarter. Quarter's 160 acres. And it's about a square mile or so. Let's see what the area is. Path. Try and find a decent one that you can actually see well. There, like this one here we'll measure. Yeah, half mile across. Path. There. Yeah, there's a quarter section. So like I was saying, when my family came here, there was one that settled a little bit up this way, but there was the 2 chunks of land down here for each of the brothers over here, and one was a chunk of land right about there, the other one was more this way, each of them approximately having a quarter. And at that time there was North Red Deer, which was this little area right here, and then there was the village of North Red Deer and the town of Red Deer, and they were 2 separate places, which now you can see it's all well grown together as a city. Just see here, I've probably been streaming for a bit now, and it seems to be working well. Oh, okay, so actually just under an hour now it's been streaming. Shoot for about an hour. Looks good. Talking about Legoland there got me thinking. Now this isn't actually a Lego game, of course. Something you can build on though. It's kind of like generic, I guess you'd say. Game capture. There we go. There. Perfect. And in. Oh, I forgot to check. Let me go outside here. Well, let's grab a vehicle. Let's grab an APC. Right, so this isn't the right area. This is actually kind of fun to build. There we go. I made a hatch on the back. It's a neat little game, that's for sure. And you can adjust suspension, tire pressure, all that fun stuff. Covers on the windows. And then, yeah, oh, that's that. There, got a gun that can cycle around. And of course, elevation. It's a neat game. Swap out of that. And grab the map. I want to move to there. There we go. A little bit far from where I wanted to move to. Yeah, it all looks good on the health and everything. Nice. Sometimes when you spawn on these tracks, it doesn't always line up properly, so we'll see. It's a fun game to play, especially if you're just chilling out. I got 2 monitors, so you know I could be watching YouTube videos and all that jazz, and then have brick rigs or something like that going on this side, on this monitor. Alright, there's that big train. That was a silly race car. Ah, this should be it. There, that looks it. And that. Total mass, 114 tons. There, well good. It's all lined up. Oh yeah, and then the back of the engine here, if I can get that to show. Oh, I know what I have to do. I have to free the camera. So I threw on a blinking red light on the back of the engine, and then there's let's go back into that. A light that you can turn on and off, depending if you're going the other way with the engine. Turn that off. Guess we don't need lights on here now. And then lights for your couplers at the bottom. The physics are alright in this. Sometimes the gravity and physics get a little messed up, but so obviously you don't want to go too fast here because you're going down a slope and then there's a slight curve coming up. So I'll slow it down a bit. There we go. Oh, there. It's already done. No. But all in all, it's a pretty fun game. Oh, if I actually go to a different one, there's a racetrack. And a little drag area there, drag strip. This editor. So it's kind of neat. You try and make the most powerful, lightest vehicle you can without losing control. So, carbon fiber. I think this is the newest one I made. Yeah, with the enclosed compartment. Just gonna let it coast up to the line here. Oh, just about. Come on, back it up. And now I'm crooked, of course. There we go. Got some lights for the front of it. So speed's just down at the bottom of the screen there. Oh, it's actually just behind me. My little video thing's blocking it. 230, 260, 330, and then we'll start braking here. And hit those at about 160. And you can choose different materials. So this vehicle is steel, or what is it made out of now? Let's go back and see. Tried to make it as lightweight as I could. Tungsten front to keep the front end down, steel in the back. Yeah, you can adjust your tire pressure. You can hear your exhaust. You can adjust the color and so on. The density of it. Different motors you can put on. You can put on compressors, which would be like a supercharger or turbocharge. It's pretty neat. Now there was that other car I saw when I was going through them. Let's pop outside and see if we destroy anything going like that. Move here. I don't know if I'll even be able to get backwards. No, let's go like that. You can see I didn't put too much steering into that, being it's a drag racer. Oh, it ran me over. Let's see here. There's some crazy looking race car I'd made. This silly thing. This looks like it's made out of all carbon fiber. All those mean that those are drive wheels, front 2-axle steer. Did I put lights on this thing? Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, this is the drag strip. What the heck? I'm gonna move there. Take this thing out for a zip. Whoa! Just up for a cruise. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Go back. But pretty much if you can imagine it, they have all kinds of categories, and then within those there's all these kinds of pieces you can search. You know, maybe you want to put a winch on a vehicle. And that actually reminds me, there's one of these that you can pick up containers. Should be in city. I just recently made this vehicle. It was supposed to be a forklift, but I couldn't get the forks to go under the container. So, it's a little different now. And should be able to pick up this container. Instead of having the wheels twist or pivot, it's got tank steering. Let's see if I can remember all the controls here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, this one's the glitchy one. Ditch that one. We want the other one. I think it's winch lift. Yeah, this one. This one's fixed up. There. It's got a few extra on it. Very similar to the other one though. And some big counterweights on the back too, which help. Alright. I shouldn't even have to get right up to it. It's got lights on it. It's got work lights. And even flashing warning lights. Now, that's height. That's those. That's nothing. There we go. You can slide that forward. And should be able to lower. There we go. Drop 2 down. Those winches down. Oh, look at that thing go crazy. See, that's where sometimes the physics gets a little messed up. I'm not sure why. That one. I don't know why those ones are wrapped up back there. Weird. Anyhow, let's go with those. And so I can either retract the winch or just as easily just lift it up. And normally it's better to approach it from a different angle. So there, now we can get those other winches on there. Alright, look at that thing go. What a beauty. But we can definitely even retract that winch. Retract. Retract. So. Yeah. And then piece slides out. That's where having the counterweight in the back really helps. And then of course the hydraulic rams can raise it up and lower it down. Let's see how long it's been here. Oh, it's been over an hour. Anyhow, that's the game. It's fun. That, the Disassembly 3D, People Playground, and there's some other, oh, Roller Coaster Tycoon. That's pretty fun. That's way back. You know, it's like 20-year-old game. Another fun one if you're just chilling out playing, let's say, watching YouTube or whatever. Let's open it up here. No, I don't know if that'd actually be good for streaming, because it's online as well. Don't want to run into any copyright issues, any music or anything. We'll play it safe here. Let's see here, settings. Just give me a second to adjust video. Windowed. There we go. Now, should be able to move that over. Beauty. Let's see what happens if I select full screen now. Actually, yeah, move it like that. Perfect. Game capture. There, that should work. See how that works now. Beauty. That should be fine. Slide it is always fun. So I think I finally got it all figured out. The audio, well, having the headset really makes a big difference, of course. But video-wise seems fine. From what I can hear in the headset, the audio is fine. I'll check the replay after. Double check the audio. Where the heck? There it is. Okay, so because of gravity, we'll pause the... Let's throw on a train car. Haven't done that one yet. I'll put that right about there. Oh, delete that one. There, that's the button I wanted. Get that close, so when unpauses, it'll be good to go. Right about there. Let's put on... What should we put on the front of this thing? Let's put spears on the front of it. We'll put some that go up on an angle like that. So I hope everybody's having a good December. Christmas is getting close. Make sure you get all your shopping done. I'm probably going to wait till maybe Boxing Day? No. I'll make sure to get it done by at least by Christmas Eve. That's always fun to try and battle the crowds on Christmas Eve. All the maniacs in there. And then we'll put some back here on an angle like that. What are you hoping to get for Christmas, you know? Myself, I don't really know. It'd be nice to get all kinds of things for Christmas, you know? Give me a bunch of money, win the lottery. I don't know. I guess we'll just see what comes. See what happens. And is it that one? Attach that. Attach that one. That should all be good. And then attach it a second way. So what this does, there's a few different tools you can use to hook up electricity, implements, and so on. So this one just joins things together. Okay, now we got to leave enough approach angle at the bottom there. That way, when it comes down the slope, it won't hang up at the bottom. Now here's where we put some people. It's called People Playground after all. Oh, excuse me. My nose is bugging me there. So professional. Oh, goodness. What the heck? Limb status. I don't know what's going on with that. Limb status is something I'm not familiar with, but try that. Okay, that's just getting weird. We'll just put a few people around here. I really don't know what that green indicator is. Must be something new that they've added, obviously, but... right there. some of these maps they have here, worlds, are so gigantic. I'll follow it, zoom like that, and activate it. There, let gravity do the rest. It's a success. I'll clear everything. Let's do some electrical work here. I need something conductive, like a nice big metal beam, small metal beam. Yeah, big metal beam will work. Perfect. Now, need a switch. There we go. Put that in. Put that right about there. And generator. We'll put a few in. And we'll put one of our little dudes here. He'll stand there. Really don't know. What the heck? I'm not sure. Excuse me 1 second here. And I'll be back. I've returned. Now, put a guy like that. Now, one that way, sure. So these tools here, this one's for electricity. Excuse me. Carbonated water is to blame. So for those of you that don't know, I got messed up in a crash a number of years ago, and it's really taken a toll on my neck and my back. And I used to love being able to just go out, go hiking, get out in nature. It's never really too much of an issue for my back, you know, just you're walking. Well, I've been having lots of problems with my nerves where, as you can see, I can walk right now, but all of a sudden, in an hour, I could be paralyzed, or all kinds of other problems going on with my nerves and so on, so it's been pretty crappy lately. But, just, you know, you make do with what you can, right? You gotta be, I mean, I've gotta be as positive as I can, right? Turn on all these generators. There you go. So you can see all this is all electrified. You got the switch here. Oh, turns out that electrocutes them. I'll just see what happens. We put something in here. Yep, that experiment worked. And then you can see the electricity will dissipate. Looks like I need to clear the limit. There we go. But because of the amount of power generated by these things, the generators, even if I turn them off, it actually still passes through just from one generator. So then when you add on even the rest, it's even that much. It's even quite brutal. Try that again. No, you're fine. You're okay. You're alright. You can do it. Perfect. He's not so good now. Let's see here. Oh wait, no, I need the heal one. Life syringe. There we go. See if we can help him out here. Blink. Are you okay? Throw that over there. Hey, he's alright. That's a fun game. All kinds of fun. Oh, and then you can... Let's get a little crowd here. Do some nuclear testing. Oh, what the heck? I don't want that. I want this one. Oh, a little low. There we go. Watch your FPS drop. There. These will be our test subjects here. And let's see, how high can we go here? You can go pretty high. There they are, way down there. So we'll zoom in right about here. Atomic bomb. There we go. And then using this special connecting tool, connect that to the environment. So there they are, way down there. Activate it, and when a big shockwave comes out, all that heat. Oh, there we go. And that's it. They're done. That's crazy. Up almost at 500 FPS, but you start putting everything else in, it slows down pretty quick. I think we can actually even slow things down. Nope, not that. Not that. What is... I don't have my quick sheet with me. Ah, there we go. That's what we want. And then... Perfect. Okay, so I've got to slow down to slow-mo there, 20% speed. I'll do one more nuke. And use the wire tool again. There. It still moves pretty fast, but you can see the initial shockwave that comes. And then all the little bits. All the way over. Then you got things like tanks. And then there's also sentry turrets. See, it's safe as long as it can't see anything in its laser. So then you come down like this way. But then there's this one here, the laser sentry. We'll have it so it faces to the left. It'll actually detect either way. Anything living, it'll target. So it's been, what, about an hour and a half now? That's plenty long enough for a test. I think it's Jim Dandy. So for anybody that dropped in, even if you just dropped in quickly just to see what's about, thank you. It's honestly just testing. So, let's see here. That's being silly. Just checking one more time on my device here. Looks good. Cool. So, big thanks to anybody that did check it out, and if you are checking out the replay, just clicking through it or whatever, it's awesome. Finally, a test that worked. It was a little frustrating earlier, a couple hours ago. Yay. That's cool. Alright. But anyhow, I think I'm good to turn this off now. So yeah, I'm thinking, and I'm gonna make sure to give everybody notice too, but I'm thinking, maybe 5 to 8 p.m. somewhere in there would be good on a weekday. And, give me your feedback when it would be good for you. In your time zone, doesn't matter. And then I'll work out everybody's thing, with people, like in Japan there, she's asking for 2 p.m. her time on a Friday, which I guess I can look that up actually. Let's see here. Let's say current time in Japan. There, move it to your guys' side so you can see. So they're GMT my +9, and I'm -7 at this time of year. So, a little bit of a time difference there, right? You got 16 hours of time difference, so. Alright. Cool. But yeah, I'll make sure to let you guys know. And, maybe I'll run 2 streams or something, even if it is on a Friday or something. One for people that are overseas, that are the other side of the world. Maybe, we'll see. And, I don't know, I'll figure out all that scheduling and all that stuff. So there we go. Big thanks to anybody that's watching or checking it out in the replay. Take care.